Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sue. We'd love to have you here if you are interested in all of the things that we do here, which is a whole bunch of random stuff. So if you're here for that, go ahead and subscribe. If you're not here for that, then don't. Anyway, today we are doing a Walmart grocery pickup. And it looks to me like it's too much money for what I got, which is I spent $154. I don't know what's wrong with this light, but I look pasty or something. Maybe it's just me looking at myself in the camera. I don't know. Anyway, I spent $154 at Walmart on basically random stuff. So we are going to turn you guys around and show you what we got. Okay. So we'll just start over here with all the randomness, okay? What we have is some sausage. Now, I have to say that this Great Value brand of sausage, now, whether or not these ingredients inside the sausage is actually all that's in there, I don't know. Who's to say? I don't trust the FDA. I don't trust companies to give us the right information. So, but it sounds good. Water, pork, salt, spices, and sugar, which is the last ingredient, which means that there's not that much in there, I'm assuming. But, you know, you never know. So, it is what it is. Anyway, we're going to be having biscuits and gravy and hash browns, which are the hash browns are right here, and probably bacon. Last weekend, a local butcher had bacon for like $3 a pound. No, like two. It was like two. It ended up being like $2.89 a pound, and I bought 15 pounds of that. So we have plenty of bacon in there. We're going to have a breakfast for dinner. I haven't had biscuits and gravy in a long time, in a long while, I should say, not a long time, at least not the way that I make them. My mom is not here anymore, and she was making the biscuits and gravy before that, and that's not the same way that I do it. So we're gonna do it my way, girl. Okay. So anyway, got some sausage. The ingredients on this are not bad. Frozen potatoes, you know, it should just be potatoes, I hope. And I'm going to try to figure out, in the garden season, yeah, it's just potatoes in here. In the garden season, with extra potatoes, I'm going to figure out a way to shred my potatoes, and freeze them just like hash browns. So we'll see if I can accomplish that. I'm pretty sure that I can do anything that the store can do, except for mine's going to be better. I got 2 pie crusts, except for pie crust. I tried to make some pie crust. It didn't work out so well for me, so that's something that I'm going to have to master, apparently, because I tried it, couldn't do it. I want an apple pie, so there's that. We got some Jell-O for some snacks for the kids. I just picked up a couple of these beef pot pies for, you know, whoever wants them. They like snacking on that kind of stuff. I got a 4-pack of biscuits. Again, I'm going to be making biscuits. Haven't got around to doing it yet. I'm currently in the canning mode, so the baking mode is not here yet. But I can tell you this, is that she can cook and can all she wants to, but she is not a baker, okay? She messes cookies up most of the time. She can't cook a brownie to save her life, none of that. So that's something that I'm going to have to take my time and figure out, as in the baking. What are you doing down there, Jim? What you do? I came over here for 1 second and you're laying your head on my feet. You good? Everything okay? All right. Anyway, the dog cracks me up. We have a thing of celery. We're going to also be having a roast. If you guys are just now coming across my videos, we buy half a cow at a time, so I don't ever buy any beef. We have plenty of beef on hand. I'm trying to find a chicken farmer in our area, and whenever it's time to harvest hogs, I'll be getting pork. But until then, the butcher around here that does hogs doesn't butcher until spring. So I'm stuck buying, pork chops and all that stuff from the store until I can, until I can get around to getting to harvesting season. We got a couple things of soda. We don't do much on the soda, but we do treat ourselves every once in a while. We got some tomato juice. This week's project is pork and beans and grape jelly. As far as canning projects go, and I need tomato juice for that. I didn't set back any tomato juice from my tomatoes this summer. I only set back sauces. So this here was the best ingredients as far as I could tell on the labels. So it'll just have to do, and that is something I'm adding to my list to do when garden season comes around, is making my own tomato juice. But we're doing pork and beans, and we are doing grape jelly from grape juice, because I cannot, this past spring, summer, fall, I was looking for Concord grapes somewhere. These ingredients are not horrible. So hopefully that's all that's in there. We're going to make some grape jelly from this big old container, and that'll be a canning video, so if you're interested, stay tuned for that. I generally post canning videos on Saturday, so there you go on that. Not always, but most of the time. I got some garlic bread. We are going to have some spaghetti sauce, and you'll see right here that I have jarred spaghetti sauce, and the reason why that is because the night that we're having spaghetti sauce, my husband will have to cook dinner, and my plain tomato sauce that I've canned from my garden this past year has to have seasonings added to it, and he is not going to be able, he's not the one to do that. Okay, so to make it easy on ourselves this week, because I know he has to cook dinner, spaghetti he can do as long as all he's got to do is drop this into the noodles. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, that's the reason why I got this. If it was me cooking dinner, I'll be late at work one night this week, and I know that 100% certain, and that night I need something that he's going to be able to cook with no problem, and he will not be able to handle getting the spices and whatnot and the tomato sauce from my home canned stuff. Could I just go ahead and make that sauce up for him like the day before? Yes, I could, but no, I'm not going to. Okay, so we're making it easy. We bought the sauce. Okay, I got some fig bars. We got a vanilla ice cream because I'm going to make a apple pie from my home canned apple pie filling that I have. I'm really hoping that I can get the pie crust down to where I can make that effectively. Okay, we got some milk, and the price of milk is ridiculous. Root beer for, to drink, obviously. We have potato chips for the boys to eat with their sandwiches. I don't know about you guys, but where my people come from, my boys will put the chips in their sandwich. So meat, cheese, barbecue chips. Okay, if they don't have the barbecue chips or some kind of chip to put on their sandwich, it's a catastrophe. It's the end of the world around here. So there's that. I ran out of cinnamon, so I went ahead and picked this up. In the new year, as I get going on my spices and my herbs that I'm growing, I won't be having to buy any more of this, but literally the only ingredient in that is cinnamon. Sometimes on the back of our spices, like if you turn it around, that dog is barking. Like, why? Sometimes when you turn spices around, may contain soy, nuts, milk products, whatever it is, and I don't particularly care for that. So anyway, I don't have time this week to ground my own cinnamon. Okay, not that I even have the cinnamon sticks to do that, but I'm not doing it. So there you go. I needed the cinnamon so that I can make some homemade donuts. These are Kool-Aids. okay? And Kool-Aid is nasty for you. However, the price of pre-bought drinks is just ridiculous right now, so Kool-Aid it is. And they can make it themselves, and they are quite disappointed in it, as a matter of fact. But I'm not going to pay $8 for 6 bottles of Under Armour. I'm just not. I'm not doing it. They can go back old school. I grew up drinking Kool-Aid. So did you, I'm sure. They can do it too, okay? They can do it. Or they can drink water, because it's better for you, and we have a well, and it's free. We got some bologna, because that's what my husband likes. I got some hot dogs because, like I said, I'm making pork and beans, canning pork and beans up, and I'm killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So we're making beanie weenies one day. We'll have the beanie weenies because I'm making the homemade pork and beans, okay? We got some ham because that's what my kids want as far as lunch meat goes. I bought a turkey one, and it's still sitting in there. Clearly, they don't want turkey. They want ham. My bad. Mom fail on that one. So, brown gravy mix for the roast. And then I got 4 packages of this country gravy mix. Also, something this winter that I'm working on is pre-made mixes, so that all I got to do is make that. Not that it's pre-made, but like pre-made mixes, so all I gotta do is go to my cabinet and take out a cup of that and make it myself through not packaged ingredients. This is the year of slowly changing all of our things over to not being processed as much as possible. We are working on it. It's starting with the canning and all of the things. So we are in the process. I highly encourage everybody to not do that. One thing I can make and bake is bread. However, my family have not yet gotten used to the idea of not eating this nasty bread. So we are still buying bread, but we are slowly increasing the homemade bread as much as possible. Boys, you hear that? That's my dogs running around like a cray. Tank. Anywho, bad. You see him? Instigator right there. Okay. Anywho, I got some Great Northern beans because that's what I like to use to make pork and beans. So there's that, pork and beans with, these are 2 pounds. Now, my family will eat the beanie weenies all day long. They generally do not just eat pork and beans unless they're warmed up. I particularly like mine refrigerated, and then I like to dip chips in them. So I won't be making a whole bunch of pork and beans, but enough that whenever I want a tuna fish sandwich and pork and beans with chips so I can dip my pork and beans in them, I have it on the shelf for me ready to go, and I'm not eating the processed nasty at the store, if that makes sense. Got a couple of these for the oldest baby child because he like eats this kind of stuff, because when he's home alone he cannot handle making him anything. He just likes to eat this kind of stuff, Hot Pockets, all that fun stuff. We got some carrots because again we're having a roast. And here are the pork chops that we're going to be having tonight. Again, I'm waiting for the opportunity to buy half of a hog so I don't have to pay that. And I'm sure that's $2.27 a pound right there. And I'm sure that's cheaper than what most people can find that for. We live in southeast Missouri. It's very rural here, so yes, this is extremely high for us, but I can only imagine the price of pork chops, say, in California. Okay. We have, it's my understanding, my mom's brother lives in California, which is where my mom is currently at right now. And she says that a gallon of milk is almost $8 there. So that's exciting. $4 for my milk today. $8 in California. So this is probably $25 out there. Anyway, we have some nasty cheese that the boys eat with their sandwiches. We got some cookies because as far as snacks go, the Great Value cookies are really like the only thing that anybody can afford. You know what I'm saying? Peanut butter crackers for my husband because he only likes the Ritz, and this is what he takes to work with him to snack on. We got some nasty butter. I prefer real butter, but I have real butter in my refrigerator right now. When I cook with real butter. When people make toast, they cook with the nasty butter. So, once again, that's something that I'm trying to implement out of our household, but it does take time and it does take getting used to. So the more we eat real butter, the less they're going to eat this, or at least that's my philosophy. Same way with the bread and all the other nonsense that we shouldn't be eating. We got some fruit and grain bars right there for Liam to take to in the car in the morning. Look at them ingredients though. Lord have mercy. We got some cereal. I got a bag of grapes and a bag of apples. We got 2 of the strawberry cream wafers. I got a package of the Sure Gel because I'm going to be making jelly. I got a can of lids right there just because I'm stocking up and I know I'm going to use some of my supply. So I'm using the supply. I'm redoing it, one-upping it because I'm going to use one. You know what I'm saying. We got this shampoo right here for the middle child because it's the only thing that works on his hair without making it greasy. We got a body wash there, and this here is for me, and I got the small bottle because I'm going to be making my own as soon as my soap products come in from the internet. Okay, so there's that. I also bought a bag of potty mix because I'm getting ready to start seeds, and a box of 8-ounce jelly jars right here because I'm going to make jelly. And that is what I bought. Let me know what the grocery prices are like in your area, and we will see you guys next week for another grocery haul video. Bye, guys.